The changes in the years I've been growing up and become an adult, I literally think this is the biggest shocker to me. Let me show you. When in the crap did we start paying $2.99 for a candy bar? $2.99. Look at that. Ooh, what is that? I'm boycotting them at convenience stores. That is ridiculous. $3 for one candy bar. It ain't happening. Not in my world. Not in my world. I used to go to Maverick, which is where I am. I'm at a Maverick and pay 25 cents for my Mars bar. No. I call bullcrap on that. I'm just ticked about it because I've got a 6-hour drive and I want something with sugar. I wanted a Snickers, but I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm walking out of this aisle. Bye-bye.
You guys want to talk about some crazy shit? This is $100 worth of groceries. $100 even. That's before taxes. $100 right here.
I saw a post on Facebook about how like groceries have increased in price by 135%. Like somebody ordered some online order at Walmart for groceries and it was like $74. And then in 2024 they ordered the same stuff and it went up by like $100. So here's my thing. Why is it that shit keeps getting more fucking expensive, but people aren't getting paid more? Like, so I live in like Mount Washington Valley in New Hampshire, right? And I go to the Dollar Tree, and I go there a lot because I'm fucking poor, right? And I go there to buy like regular stuff like a strainer or like paper plates. Tell me why there's a lady there who's worked there for like 7 years and she's struggling. She makes $10 an hour, bro. She literally told me, she was like, yeah, I make $10 an hour. Because when she started, it was at like $7 or $8 an hour or some shit. She makes $10 an hour, bro, in 2024. And like, not for nothing, she could go like down the road and work at Dollar General and make like $14 an hour. But still, 2024, people are making that much money. Okay, let's do the math. Let's say her name's Debbie. Debbie makes $10 an hour. She works 40 hours a week, which she doesn't. She works part-time because she's retired. But let's say she works 40 hours a week. That's $400 a week minus taxes you're looking at and insurance. How much are you fucking making? $280, $300? You can't be telling me that people are walking home with a couple $100 a week after working 40 fucking hours? Like, what is this? Is this the Great Depression? Like, what is going on? That means like, okay, let's say she walks home with $300 a week. That's $1,200 a month. Okay, if she lived in an apartment, there aren't even apartments around here for $1,200 a month. Everything's like $2,000 a month or like $1,500 a month. So if she took every single cent that she made, she wouldn't be able to pay for a fucking apartment. Never mind food, gas, other bills. I like can't even understand. And then I make $36 an hour and I have to borrow money from my husband to get gas to get to work every day. Like, so if I can't even live on $36 an hour, how the fuck is she supposed to live at $10 an hour? This is why people have 3 fucking jobs up here. This is why literally Maine, because I work in Maine, everybody's an alcoholic because everybody's stressed as fuck. And like groceries are still getting more expensive. Like a package of chicken is ridiculous. Buying a box of cereal is like $6, bro. I literally went to a store the other day and a box of Cheez-Its was $7. Like there's something fucking wrong. Like they need to pay us more money. Like what the fuck is going on? Like I'm sorry, but shit needs to shift. Like minimum wage needs to shift. Everybody's wages need to shift. I spent $26 on groceries yesterday. I got 3 cobs of corn, 2 cucumbers, 2 small tomatoes, and a thing of milk and pasta. $26 for that. Come on now. That's why I have like 3 different side gigs. I started a digital marketing business hoping I can work from home. I am a travel agent on the side, helping people fucking book their travel fucking shit. I do house cleaning on the side through homeaglow.com, and I work full time, $36 an hour. And I still don't make enough money. Shit needs to change, man. I mean, I'm going to focus on my business on the side because that's going to fucking save my ass, but we need to start reevaluating.
This is fucking crazy. Before I leave Publix, I gotta show y'all these prices. This is for a case of sodas. This used to be $3 to $4. This is $9.29 for a case of sodas. Look at this, for a case of root beer, it's $11.49. A carton of eggs is $11.39. Come on with these prices, bro. For a bag of barbecue Lay's, $4.99. It's $5 for a bag of chips. It used to be $2. This is insane. This is $10 for a case of Gatorade. And they had the nerve to put buy two, get one free. You're paying $20 for 2 cases of Gatorade, man. That's insane. These used to be $4. And they're doing buy two, get one free, making people think that they're getting a deal. It's crazy, man. What happened to our country in just 4 years? What happened? Just 4 years ago, all of these were $1. Now we're at $3.59. I don't know what Joe Biden has done to our country and Congress in the last 4 years, but we need a clean sweep. We need to redo our Congress, our Senate, our House of Representatives, because these people aren't favoring the people in our country. They're looking out for themselves. They're investing in stocks that favor their stocks. They're fattening the pockets of themselves and their own families. They don't care about the people. So come November, let's make this right.
Well, that was a wild ride.
Are we as Americans okay? I just went through Starbucks and for a grande, it was $9.42. For a grande coffee. That's insane. That's actually insane. To put that into perspective, in the state I live, that's more than minimum wage for an iced coffee. That is insane.
I have a toilet paper conspiracy theory, all right, you guys, all right? You guys look at this toilet paper. It's Charmin toilet paper. You see how it's shaped like this, with the circular round edges like this? My theory is they changed the design so they could have less square inches for the surface area of a single ply of toilet paper. So they could probably advertise the toilet paper as the same number of squares, but you can still get less toilet paper because the shape changed. I haven't checked out on if the number advertised is the same or not, but conspiracy theory. I also have another one for macaroni and cheese, you guys.
Do you guys notice that the family size is the regular pack of Oreos, while the new normal size, no problem, is this little mini pack. Shrinkflation is real. That's absolutely nuts. My hand fits on this. Look at that. It was always this pack that was the regular size. This is something new.
As much as everybody didn't want to believe it, it seems to be true. First it was gas, and obviously now it's groceries. And everybody has been talking about how grocery prices are insane, but I don't think that people have realized how crazy they are. So a viral TikTok video basically put that into perspective for you. Back in 2022, it was $126 to be able to buy the same amount of groceries that he was trying to reorder on his TikTok, which now came out to $414. That is 3 times the amount of money that you were to spend. That is insane.
I think one of the most frustrating parts about being a young person today is that we see the ways that things could be better, right? Like, wouldn't it be great if my landlord wasn't legally allowed to raise my rent 20% one year and then do it again the next year? Wouldn't it be great to have a 4-day work week or even like a 6-hour work day? Wouldn't it be great to have more public transit systems so we wouldn't have to rely so heavily on cars all the time? But whenever we say these things, people in power and the older generations are like, that's gonna cost money, right? You don't think we're paying for this already? It's just so infuriating that it costs so much to just exist. And none of us really even asked to be here, right? And we have solutions, like the solutions are out there and they may not solve everything, but they would make it better. And the people who are supposed to represent us are like, oh yeah, you have a little idea? Oh, that's cute. Sorry, I have a luncheon to go to. Like, okay, guess we're screwed then, thanks. And I know that America is objectively not the worst place in the world to be, right? But I don't see how wanting better has become like a hot topic. Like, why is it such a divisive thing? Like, this resistance to like things that are very obviously going to help everybody is just so frustrating because like, why? I feel like people forget that we are where we are right now, like in terms of equality and society, because people chose to make such a stink. Like, maybe we should listen to the people. Just a thought.
Okay, so this is a little message for the government. Not that you probably care, but if you do, this is a message for you. I just went to fill up my car, and it cost me $102. Okay, that's a sick joke. That, considering my car used to be $80, like how did we get to this? Like $102. You've just like cost me about 5 cups of coffee that I now won't buy because I had to put extra in my fucking car for fuel this week. I basically feel like I would really like to know what you guys all earn and what exactly you fucking do to earn that kind of money, because I can sit down and tell you what I do at work, and I work really, really fucking hard, but I've got to live week to week because the inflation right now is kicking me in the ass. I don't exactly know what you guys do because it never seems to be anything that you promise when you're fucking getting elected to be in the government. But anyway, but that's besides the point of this video. You all basically get paid to break fucking promises, I think. But anyway, back to the point. Just have a bit of a questionnaire for you, if you could take the time to answer these couple of questions. What do you actually think the average income for the everyday Australian is? Let me tell you, you probably fucking quadruple what the rest of us make. But at the moment, the average cost of rent is well and truly over $600, right? That I'm telling you, that's more than half a weekly income there. I just put $100 in my car for fuel. So that's about $700 a week just in fuel and petrol for most of us. And then, believe it or not, we do have to eat. So with the fucking cost of groceries at the moment too, if you're lucky, you can get you can get maybe 2 bags at the shops for about $300 these days. So that we're at about $900 there, sir, and we haven't paid a single fucking bill yet. Now, let me tell you, in case you didn't know, most people don't even earn $900 a week. Okay, and you're particularly fucked if you're on a single income like myself. Because, yeah, you're down $900 and you've done 3 things. You haven't paid a bill yet. Energy Australia, I do apologise. I'm about $200 behind in an electricity bill at the moment. But I can't really fucking help that one. Sorry. I think my Optus bill is about $120 behind. And before anyone thinks they can beat me to it, I don't pay for my lashes or anything like that. So please don't tell me to cut back on the luxuries, because I've cut back, well, pretty much as the best I fucking can, really. Again, besides the point, I just have to throw that in there because there's always someone that's like, oh, but you've got lashes. Well, I don't pay for them, so try again, troll. Back to the government. Basically just put $100 in my car so I can get to work so that you guys can pay me to pay rent in a house that I pretty much visit because I never get to be at the house because I've got to work so much just to afford the petrol, to pay for the petrol to get to work, to pay for the fucking house that I don't live in that I visit so that I can work. Do you get what I'm saying? Basically, I pay for petrol to go to work, to pay for the house that I get to visit because I'm always at work.
Yes, hi, hello. This is an impression of me this upcoming Friday. Oh, no, sorry, I can't go out this week. I just had to buy garbage bags and laundry detergent. I'm gonna have to put olive oil on my wish list for Christmas this year.
A little embarrassing, but I was craving shake and bake tonight. 2000s comfort classic. Cheap? No. Not cheap. Luxury good. Just the packet with the bag, not even the meat, just the seasoning packet, was $6.49 at the grocery store. I did not pay that because I know I can make it myself, but I just wanted the comfort of shake and bake with applesauce. This is what I grew up eating. I bought the non-name brand Make It and Bake It instead, but I didn't know it was a luxury seasoning. That's so expensive. That's like that's a single use seasoning, $6.49. Yep, this is getting out of control.
Anybody else want to have a little mini freak out with me? Because I just went grocery shopping and I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of going to the grocery store and having to do math every time I put something in my cart because everything is just so expensive. Like, I literally just got 4 bags of groceries, spent $75. How? Tell me, how did I do that? How did I do that when I only got stuff to make like 3 dinners and like a lunch? Tell me, how did I do that? And don't even tell me to start budgeting, because my budget went out the window when groceries started costing me like I just can't. I'm so tired of not being able to afford. Just like, I want to go to the grocery store and just get what I need and not think about it. I don't want to have to worry about it. And maybe that's on me. Maybe I just need to get a better job. Maybe I need to work harder at TikTok to make more of an income. But like, it's just so frustrating when you feel like you're trying, and nothing is working. Like, I'm fucking tired of having no money because all my money goes to groceries and gas, and it's ridiculous. It is literally so ridiculous how hard we are out here working, and it's like we have nothing to show for it. I have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna afford, like, Christmas, like, for my kids. Like, that, it's okay, Shelby. It's okay. We will make it through because we always do. But I'm just tired. I'm just tired of things being the way that they are. And I know that everybody is riding the struggle bus with me. Like, it's not just me. But it's hard. It's hard out here. Like, how are you guys doing it? Tell me how you guys are buying groceries, because I feel like I do all the things. I use all the apps to save money. I buy store brand when it's cheaper. I shop and get snacks at the discount store. And we don't even really do a whole lot of snacks, but that's where, if I do get snacks, that's what I do. I get what I can there. And yeah, I really want to yell, but I feel like everybody in the parking lot would hear me, and I don't want to bring attention to myself. I'm just frustrated. I'm tired of feeling like, it honestly makes you feel like a failure when like you have to, not that budgeting is like something to feel like a failure about, but when it's like extreme budgeting just to afford the necessities, it's like you feel like a failure because you don't have enough. Like, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but hopefully I hope that you don't relate, but you know what I mean.
Okay, real quick before I go into work, I'm just waiting on somebody else to get here. Surprise, I work at a bank. Anyways, I just want to talk about medical insurance really quick. So I pay $400 a month for insurance, right? Kind of expensive, really, but it is for Josh and I. I look like a potato. Anyways, then I went to go pick up an inhaler. You know the thing, you breathe, you know, that thing. $426. And yes, she meant US dollars. I confirmed that when I went to buy it. But $426. That's on top of, I already have to have a $300 prescription. Birth control is supposed to be free. Well, not for me. It's another $120 a month. What's happening in this world?
I made a video at this house all the way back in July of 2023. That's over a year ago now, and as you can see, it's still for sale. All the way back then when I made my video, it was listed for $3.3 million. Now, after more than a year, can anybody guess how low they dropped the price? They haven't. They've increased the price to $3.6 million now. We've reached a point in the housing market where it seems like you can throw all the conventional wisdom out the window. I've heard houses that are listed for more than 4 months referred to as cursed real estate before, as if it's sitting and not selling would be a good reason to lower the price and maybe get somebody interested, right? But no, it doesn't sell for a year and they increase the price hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this is the situation we're at now, where people are literally just sitting and waiting, letting real estate sit and getting nothing for it, the hopes that the price is going to go up in the future. As if home prices outpacing the S&P 500, or any index for that matter, means that it's going to continue forever. But it remains to be seen what's going to happen as more and more houses like this sit completely vacant. The housing shortage continues.
I need to know, is anybody else just trying to survive inflation, survive the Kroger, survive the grocery store prices, survive all the things to exist, but also be seemingly happy and live life to the fullest, not question what happens after we die, just live, laugh, love our asses down the frickin' sidewalk to all the things, but also sensitive, but also badass, but also angry because they're hungry, and also needs some cuddles, and also wants to read a book, and also wants to take a nap, and also wants to travel the world, but doesn't have any money because of Kroger and the grocery store. Is anybody else having a moment? Anybody else? Also, TikTok, like, I don't even know what I'm doing on here. I just am having a millennial crisis on TikTok, so thanks for coming to my TikTok.
I just read a meme that touched my spirit. It said, this Black Friday, don't put another TV on sale, put them groceries on sale. And I have never related more to anything in my life, because I don't need no more TVs. I don't need a PlayStation. I don't need an Xbox. What I do need is some eggs. I need some eggs. Ain't no damn way eggs should be this expensive. I'm starting to question if once I buy the eggs, do the chicken come with it? Do I get to lay my own eggs for the rest of my life? Come on now. Groceries shouldn't be that damn high. I come in, I get 5 items, I get ready to leave out as $150. You can put that shit back. I don't even have everything I need to make what I want to eat tonight. So this, I can't do nothing with this. I'm going to just go and order the food. It's crazy when ordering food and buying groceries is the same price. Shit, I might as well just eat out then. I'm tired. Come on now. Grocery stores, get on board. We on the way to a recession. Y'all steady talking about inflation. Uninflated. Deflate them damn prices. Hell, I'm finna start stealing. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm finna run out the grocery store. If you see me with some orange juice, 3 steaks, and some salmon running full speed and some security behind me, don't mind your business. Mind your damn business. This is a 100-meter dash because I gotta eat. Hell, I'm gonna do starve to death. I ain't finna be outside in the garbage can with the raccoons trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat. Lower them damn prices now. Come on now. Buy one, get one bag of groceries. That's what we want this year.
It's official, guys. Walmart has removed the self-checkout counter from my store. Now, the only people who can use self-checkout is Walmart Plus members. Now, mind you, I'm the crazy one, right? This company that has hundreds of billions of dollars is now charging you a yearly fee to check out your own groceries. And now, as the lines are longest down the store, they're not going to pay more employees to work. They're not going to pay more to work. They're not going to give employees cash registers that work and are updated and efficient. Every time you come, you try and work with a cashier, they're standing there trying to get the machine to work. And now you have to pay a yearly fee, and it's not even like it's cheap like Costco. It costs more than Costco. Like on the Walmart app, it's saying, see if you qualify for 50% off of the $49 a year. So it's $100 a year to check your own self out.
Every single time I turn on the news, I just want to cry. So these greedy millionaires have created this artificial inflation to pretty much bankrupt us and take all of our money that they thought we got with unemployment. Because, you know, everybody was just balling out with unemployment in 2020. So anyway, they create this fake inflation so they can suck the money out of all of our pockets. And meanwhile, the wages have gone nowhere. So what did most of us have to do, myself included, with the extra $400 a month I was spending on gas? I had to use my credit cards. Well, now that I'm working 3 jobs, I said, all right, I'm going to work as hard as I can in early 2023 to pay off these credit card bills. But wait! Now the interest rates are so high that you're pretty much just throwing money at millionaires every single time you pay your bill. Because let's say you pay like $200 on a credit card bill, they're only going to credit your account like $40 because, you know, interest rate hikes. And after all, I use these credit cards for gas so that Exxon could make $53 billion in profits this year. So even with 3 jobs now, I'm not even going to make a dent on those credit card bills. Why? Because every single time somebody wants to do something to help the country get out of this mess, why does it always have to affect the working class? Why are we going to do everything possible so that millionaires don't have to pay taxes? And I seriously want to know what the end game is, because soon we're not going to have any money for anything anymore. Anything. And then what happens with your goods and services then? Because I got to be honest with you, I'm about 15 minutes from saying fuck all my credit card bills. Because if America doesn't have to pay their debt and millionaires don't have to pay their debt, I'm thinking maybe I don't either.
This is my biggest concern with the tariffs. So Trump implements that 20% tariff and most of our goods end up going up 20%. The thing is we've already seen the corporations do this one time where inflation rose, which is what's going to happen with the tariff. And then the corporations intentionally raise their prices above inflation to create record profits and essentially greedflation. So I'm concerned that the corporations are going to use the excuse of the tariffs to do a greedflation round 2. And like all the shareholders and stuff on the stock market are getting very, very excited. So that makes me very nervous that we're looking at greedflation round 2, which means that inflation could really hit like 25%. 30%. And in that circumstance, we're screwed. Like, we are literally screwed. It's going to be soup lines and tents all across America. I really hope that Donald Trump is full of shit and doesn't manage to execute a single thing that he's saying that he's going to execute. Because if he does, we're cooked. We're fucking cooked.
Okay, I'm at the grocery store and I want to show you what greedflation looks like in practice, okay? Because right now, Frito-Lay, which is owned by PepsiCo and has BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street as their top shareholders, has hiked their prices to the point where one pack that's appropriate for like school, right? We're talking 1 ounce packs, 28 packs, total 27 ounces of chips is $23.99 now. Setting aside the fact that you could get the same box at Costco for $15 with larger packs inside of it. $23.99 on sale, regularly $27.79. You're paying for the brand, but you're also paying for the fact that they are institutional. They know that across the 5 major holders of all food corporations in the United States, they're all raising their prices. But you know who's not raising their prices like that to stay competitive? The family-owned businesses. So I can move right next door to Utz or Hers. And okay, over here, let's just say we're looking at their 18 bags. 18 bags at Frito-Lay, $20.79, okay? Marked down from $24. But I can do that same thing, 18 bags right here, same ounceage, and it's $10.99 on sale, marked down from $13. We're talking about almost half. Half, because it's a family-owned brand that is working to stay competitive and not conspiring with all of the major institutional food companies to make sure that we're all paying more than we can afford and more than the value of the food is worth. Everybody thinks to shop small and to spend like your money with small family and founder operated brands means you're paying more. But if you do your homework, you can find that they're actually trying to earn your business, while these guys, they think they're entitled to every penny they bleed from you. They think they're entitled to every penny that they strip mine out of the middle class and the working class of America. Where these guys, they're trying to earn your loyalty, they're trying to earn your money, and they're trying to give back to the communities. These guys are less than an hour from here. And so Utz, Hers, Sochiel, there are chip brands in the United States that are absolutely not institutional, that are founder and family operated. And there are brands like that for almost all of the foods in the U.S., but it's less convenient because you have to do your homework. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and we work together to fight private equity. Don't forget to stick around because it's going to take every single one of us to make a difference. And I'm so glad you're here.
It's clear that corporate greed is playing a significant role in driving.
I just want to guess how much it was. $165.91. I'm so over this. I am so over this. Man, every time I go grocery shopping, I have a full ass anxiety panic attack in the middle of the aisle because I have no idea what to cook for dinner. I don't know how to plan. I'm not sure what to cook for breakfast and lunch. I'm really not sure. Do we need snacks? Do we not need snacks? A bag of 18 mini chips that I used to get the husband for lunch, $10. $10 now. The paper plates we used to get so I didn't have to wash so many dishes, $10. No. And I know for a fact I'm not the only one going through this, but man, I just like to come on here and bitch a little. I was gonna get pancake mix. No, ma'am. I looked up on Google how to make homemade pancake mix right in that aisle before I put that pancake mix in the cart. And we could be making homemade pancake mix if we want pancakes. Not only do I get an anxiety attack while I'm in the grocery store, but I contemplate and sit and marinate how I'm going to make this garden really freaking happen in May 2025. Because I know I haven't expressed it a lot, but me and the husband decided that we're going to start a garden this spring, and I'm going to try to learn how to can. I don't care if it takes me 4 hours. I don't care if it takes me 10 hours to learn how to can. I am determined. I am determined to have a pantry full of canned goods that I personally canned, and I worked my butt off to do it. I'm also going to learn how to blanch. Y'all catch me on the side of TikTok homesteading, because let me tell you, by 2025, I'm going to have a giant-ass garden, some goats, 1 cow for the freaking year, chicken eggs. That's another thing with chicken eggs. I'm so tired of buying eggs. We go through eggs like it's crazy how much we go through eggs. I took my hair down so I look a little crazy, but I generally cannot wait until our chickens start producing eggs, because I'm tired of buying expensive-ass eggs. By the end of 2025, I'm going to be a boss-ass wife, a homesteading-ass wife. Watch.
The main reason prices are so damn high when you go to the store is greedflation. Indiana, give me 90 seconds and I'll explain greedflation. When underlying costs rise, corporations pass their business costs onto consumers. That causes inflation. But then when corporations use that inflation as an excuse to jack up their prices and their profits, that is greedflation. Let me give you an example. 2 companies control almost all of the US diaper market. Now, diaper prices have gone up 30% since 2019. The rise was mostly because of an increase in wood pulp, a major component of diapers. And wood pulp prices went up until January of 2023 when the prices for wood pulp dropped. But guess what didn't drop? Diaper prices. Even though the prices to make diapers went down, diapers didn't get any cheaper at the store. Instead, executives at both companies bragged about their increased profits. They flat out said on earnings calls that the decreased underlying cost to make the diapers is the major reason that their profits increased. So that makes you feel the pain of inflation while they feel the joy of increased profits. That is greedflation.
So I just wanted to come on here and talk about inflation for a second because what the fuck is going on? This is what I got from Walgreens today. I have a slight cold, if you cannot tell by this haul. I got some cough drops, 2 packages, and 2 bottles of Dayquil and a NyQuil. And I also got a box of masks, but they're in my car, and they didn't have anything less than 20 masks, so I got a box of masks. 2 bottles of medicine, cough drops, and masks were $70 at Walgreens. Like, is that normal? I checked out and I actually couldn't believe it. Like, I know I'm in California and shit's expensive here. Even if I didn't get the 50 pack of masks, it would have been $50 for this? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't have a phone number with Walgreens, so I didn't get the discount, which kind of was an L on my part. These were like $17 each. I think these were like $5 or $6. Maybe they accidentally double scanned something because I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, this cannot be real.
This is by far the most frustrating video that I've ever made. The ultimate question here is how much better are we supposed to do? Let me explain. I'm a 30-year-old man getting married this summer and my fiance and I want to buy a home and we're ready for it. Between the 2 of us, we make well into the 6 figures and something like this is exactly what we're looking for. We toured the home. We could picture our parents coming to visit us. The fenced-in backyard for the dog was going to be amazing. And it was within reason for us, priced at $340,000. We had no shot because it sold for $450,000. And I couldn't help but to think to myself, there's no way that this makes any sort of sense. The more I dug, the worse and worse it got. Because in 2019, this same home sold for $230,000. So in 6 years, this home has doubled in price. And just to make things clear, this home today at $450,000 gives you a mortgage payment of $3,000. But in 2019 at $240,000, you would have had a payment of $1,300. For right around the same price as what that home sold for in 2019, you would get something like this in the same neighborhood today. And to just keep adding fuel to the fire, this home that sold for $650,000 back in 2021 when it was a brand new home sold for $419,000. So all you have to do is go back 4 years and you could have got a brand new build 3,000 square foot house for less than what you're getting for a 1,900 square foot used home that needs some love. So let me ask you, how much better are we supposed to do than our parents so that we can live the same life that they lived? And question number 2, is our current administration really going to get us out of this hole? You tell me.
Listen, if you still want to come to America because you believe in the American dream, let me tell you something. That dream died like 30 plus years ago, and now we're living in a dream that involves paying $10 for a dozen of shitty fucking eggs, paying $2,000 a month for an apartment in the ghetto that's about 700 square feet and it has no walls. And then if you want to go to university here, you're looking at around $100,000 for a 4-year education. That's on the low end. But in those 4 years, you might get shot because everyone seems to want to shoot each other for some ungodly reason. Then you're going to graduate thinking, oh, I graduated, I have a degree now, I'm going to get a good job. Your good job is going to pay you about $40,000 starting off, maybe, and then they're going to say you're going to work 40 hours a week. When in reality, you're going to be working about 50 plus hours a week because they're going to guilt trip you in by saying, we're a family, we're a team, we help each other. And they're not going to pay you overtime for that, because why would they? If they get your help for free, why would they pay you for that? Okay? Then there's no work-life balance. That company you're working for now doesn't want to give you vacation days until like maybe your second year working there. And those vacation days are maybe 4 days out of the whole entire year. That includes holidays. All right. Then if you're sick, too bad, you still have to come to work. Okay. Then if you want to buy groceries, your groceries are going to be your whole entire paycheck, because no one can afford to eat here anymore. Got it? I go to the grocery store for 4 things. It's like $50. I'm just saying it sucks living here. I don't want to live here. I want to leave. So maybe you should rethink your whole American dream, because it's not what it's all cracked up to be. Okay? Okay, love you. Bye.
Am I the only one that feels like the new American dream is getting the fuck out of this country? And honestly, the state of this country right now is fucking terrifying. We just don't feel like sticking around to see what rock bottom for the United States looks like. So we've been doing some research, and we're like 99% sure that we're just going to move to France. We're gonna say fuck it, and we're gonna move to France. We've been looking at pretty much everything that I can nonstop, trying to figure out, you know, what does it look like to move my entire family to France? And the crazy thing is that it would be cheaper for me to move my entire family to France and get all of my kids college educations than it would be to send one of my kids to college here in the United States. How fucking crazy is that? If you feel like me and living in the United States feels like maybe this isn't the option for you, and maybe your family wants to move overseas and you want to follow along, or if you might have questions that maybe I figured out, hit the follow button. Let's go through this together.
How did the American dream die? How did the middle class die? I'm going to tell you, it started in the 1980s with trickle-down economics that did not work. They decided to give tax cuts to the rich and corporations, saying that money would trickle down. It didn't. It just made the rich richer. Then we greenlit stock buyback. So instead of, when the productivity was going up, instead of giving workers more money, they just bought back their stocks so that the shareholders could make profit and the executives could get bonuses. Then we had leverage buyouts, and the government didn't regulate leverage buyouts, and that was the start of private equity basically buying up everything so that they could make more money. Then we moved away from pensions to 401ks, which essentially just took the responsibility and accountability of the company to take care of their workers with the retirement and put it on to individuals. But we were never taught economics in high school, so how the fuck are we supposed to know about compound interest and investing? But they may said the 401k was better than the pension when it wasn't. Then they started shipping our jobs overseas, building the middle class of other countries so that they could make more profit, destroying the middle class here. Then we started ramping up the borrowing money and getting into debt as a country, which devalues our dollar. And then in 2008, we had predatory lending, which crashed the housing market, fucked over so many Americans. And then we used taxpayer money to bail out the banks. And when all the houses were cheap, the rich went and bought those up. And that's when you started to see the rent start to increase around the 2010s into the 2015s. And then in 2011, we allowed super PACs to exist. So billionaires can now buy elections, and they use that money on attack ads, which divides the country. Divide and conquer, and that's what they did. In 2020, we had the pandemic, which both sides of the aisle handled like absolute shit, shut down all small businesses, all the money went to the top, the rich got richer, they printed trillions of dollars more, which people needed. But what did all the people do? We spent the money because we needed to spend the money. And where did that money go? To the top, and they got richer. And lastly, they decided during the pandemic, let's lower the interest rates on buying a home to 2.5% to 3% so that people could refinance and get ahead. But no, all that really did was give the green light to a bunch of rich people to basically borrow free money and buy up all the fucking housing so that we can no longer own a home. And that all ended in 2021. Then we've experienced 25% inflation since the pandemic. And here we are in 2025, and we no longer have a middle class, and the American dream is